Hello and welcome to Your Community, Your World. My name is Shalala Denika. This program looks at what's happening within your community. We thank God for a new week, and it will be a glorious week. On today's show, we feature Lady Yemi Akinola's new book titled Pain to Purpose, and we also look at the partnership between Morrison's and quite a number of charities. The rule of 6 continues in the United Kingdom, and this is expected to last 6 months. In England, it simply means no more than 6 people can meet indoors or outdoors. Remember, pubs, bars, restaurants must be table service only and must close by 10 p.m. We start today's show with my interview with Lady Yemi Akinola, looking at her new book and quite a number of things. She is a seasoned broadcaster and an author. Lady Yemi Akinola, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, and thank you so much for having me on this program. It's an absolute delight to be on your program. Thank you so much for the invitation. My name is Lady Yemi Akinola. I'm an author. I'm a television presenter. I'm a radio presenter. I've done all the 3 arms of journalism, so I'm a veteran broadcaster, like you would say.
Before you became an author, you founded Voice of Hope Women Foundation. Tell us a little bit about your foundation.
Voice of Hope Women Foundation was born out of my radio show known as Feminine Matters. Now, while on television, I discussed politics, and I also had a show on tourism. But when the opportunity came for a radio show, I thought that probably I should do something that concerned women, because then they would have an opportunity to voice themselves without showing their identity. I thought that the harsh glare of the television might not allow some women to share their stories, so we started Feminine Matters. Along the line, I realized that even though people could not see their faces, a lot of women were still shy to talk about themselves and to tell us what their stories were. So, for example, on a particular topic, we were discussing abuse. A woman called in and she was talking about her supposed friend. Along the line, during the interview, she then interjected and said, "I don't know where that first slap came from." And I had to stop and ask, "Was that your friend or was that you?" And she, even though we couldn't see her face on the radio, she was still reluctant to share her story. And after the episodes that we had, I discovered that there was a need to have a portal to bring all of these women together. So we started Voice of Hope Women Foundation, with the hope that it will be a one-stop shop where women can come and discuss their concerns without feeling being judged, without then being seen, and for us as a media personality to be able to raise awareness on whatever issues they brought to us. And that has been our story for over 6 years now, running the foundation.
So how's the foundation been then?
We are going very well, thank you very much. We're moving from strength to strength. At the moment, I have a Zoom conference for ladies, BAME ladies, women of Black and ethnic minority background. I have about 80 women on this forum, and we discuss anything that affects women, especially within the ethnic minority communities. So we're doing well.
Now, what prompted you to write your book, Pain to Purpose?
Pain to Purpose is my second book. My first book is Empowering Women for Leadership, which is what I advocate. I'm a leadership coach, and I always try to encourage women, to show leadership skills in whatever position they find themselves. Be it you're a mother, you're a housewife, you're a boss in the office, wherever you find yourself, just make sure that you exhibit leadership skills. Now, the book Pain to Purpose is brought out of a personal story. It's brought out of an experience of pain which I recently underwent, and I thought, how as a leader can you deal with your pain? Because even when you are hurting, the leadership cap does not come off your head. You still have to act in other capacities. So, for example, a mother loses a husband, she's still a mother. Even though she's grieving for her husband, she's still a mother. If a boss has just lost a pregnancy, she's still a boss, even though she has just miscarried and she's grieving. So in whatever areas you find yourself as a leader, how do you manage your pain? And how can you make sure that the pain does not stop you from achieving your purpose? That's where the idea for the book came from.
Did you know you had it in you to write?
Well, I guess starting off in journalism, I took a chance. I actually went to the studio to advertise my business, and then I discovered that it was something that I could do. And I started off with television, and then I moved into radio. Like I said, an opportunity came on a radio show, and I grabbed it, and I started Feminine Matters. Now, after I started Voice of Hope Women Foundation, I realized that there were lots of information that I had gathered over the years concerning women issues, concerning how women dealt with issues, concerning how women refused to accept issues that were concerning them. So all of this material was just there, and I'm so used to putting pen to paper. I would always write bits and pieces down, and I thought to myself I could actually make something of this, and that I decided to give it a go, and that birthed my first baby, Empowering Women for Leadership.
When you made that decision that you were going to write a book, did you at any point in time decide to take a course in the art of writing?
Oh, now you've mentioned it, I've just realized that there are courses for that. No, I never thought about that. I just put my pen to paper, and I contacted a few people that I know had written books before, and they pointed me to a publisher. And I sent the book off, and he said, "Oh, Lady Yemi, this is very good material." But then he did advise on certain things. I had a few people look at it to edit it and to critique it. And he told me that with my first book, Empowering Women for Leadership, that the chapter that I wrote on faith, because there was a chapter on faith, that it was too bulky. It was much more than the other chapters, and it wasn't aligning. So I had to reduce it. And from that, I've taken out so much material. I'll write another book on that another day. So I reduced that, and that was all that there was to it. And he published a book. So I never took any course in writing. Like I said, it's a personal journey. It's one where I realized that a lot of people are traveling. It's a journey of self-discovery, because life sometimes does not give you the hand that you deserve. Life sometimes throws you lemon, and you're forced to make lemonades out of it. So it was a personal journey that I saw that a lot of people would go on, and probably they would struggle. So it was for me putting my thoughts into paper, how I was feeling during that period, and I realized that it could apply to almost everything in life. It's just a journey where you are feeling an emotion that you're not able to identify. You think that this is gonna just wipe me off. How am I gonna get up after this? And this could apply to any situation in life that is unpleasant. For example, it could be a breakup of a relationship, it could be a loss of a loved one, it could be grief, it could be loss of earnings. So there's so many things that could apply, and I thought, okay, if I can put some of how I'm feeling onto paper, I'm sure I'll be able to help other people also riding on the same journey.
Is this book written for women? Because you said it was your personal experience.
It's a book that anybody can relate to. If you're going through any personal experience that is causing you emotional or mental pain, then you can relate to this book. And even with this lockdown season, it's more applicable. A lot of people have said that it has helped them to cope, because some people are grieving the loss of their income, some people are grieving the loss of a business, some people are grieving the loss of their status, because they feel that something has died within whatever sector it is that they're working in, and they cannot identify themselves without that status. So a lot of people are grieving, and apart from that, there's also a lot of mental awareness now, because with the present pandemic situation, a lot of people are anxious, and this is part of emotional pain. When you are anxious, when you feel down, when you feel that nothing is working for you, then it starts to trigger the feeling of pain and emotional stress that goes with it. So anybody can actually read this book. It's for male and female.
You mentioned the lockdown. When did you write this book?
Actually, I had the material all over the place. I had written them since, because I experienced the personal loss I'm talking about happened over about 2 years ago, when I lost a loved one, and I've been putting pen to paper down about how I'm feeling, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. But during the lockdown, there was the opportunity for me to gather all of that together and put the book together. So I wrote it over a couple of 3 weeks in the month of June, between May and June.
How can anyone watching purchase this book?
Thank you very much for that. The book is available on my website, www.ladyyemiakinola.com. The books are there available. You can, give as gifts to your friends. If you know anybody that is hurting or that is getting over a certain issue, of course, this book is very, very applicable, whether a young man, a woman, youngsters. And you can also use the book to encourage anybody that is down, that that the lockdown has affected them negatively. And then, of course, you can use them as Christmas gifts, independence gifts. The books are there, and they serve a wide range of purposes. Also, we have some special offers. My first book is also there, so you can buy one and get the second one half price. So just go on the website and it's there. You can purchase them.
Any word of advice for people who want to write a book, who perhaps haven't been brave enough to take that step like you did?
Well, the first thing I would say that if it is your dream, please go for it. Life is so short, you have to try out everything, and you never know until you try anyway. But the first step would be that if you are not confident in writing, because I am very good in writing, but if you're not that confident, you can look for a way that you can get some help. You can try and Google and see if there's an easier way that you can do it. But whatever happens, no matter how hard it gets, don't give up. And of course, there's a space on my website if you want to leave a review. If you get in touch with me, I can always encourage you. Of course, there are also publishers that are ready to help, but make sure that you have your material ready. I have a lot of young mentees who I am teaching in the art of writing books and putting their thoughts to paper. So if you would like for yourself to be mentored, we can also do that. But whatever it is, hold on to that dream. There will be stumbling blocks along the way. Don't let that stop you. Once you fall down, it's only an opportunity for you to rise up again.
The rule of 6 started today in England.
Yes.
What's your take about that?
I think that the government is still trying to work it out. They are not yet there. I mean, the conditions that they give sometimes are very confusing, but to the best of my knowledge, we should try and adhere to these regulations, because we are fighting an invisible battle, and all hands should be on deck. So every little will help. If you can gather in not more than 6, that would be very helpful. We should follow the government guidelines and regulations concerning that.
What an interesting conversation with Lady Yemi Akinola, a seasoned broadcaster. Well, her new book, Pain to Purpose, is available on our website. Please do visit and support her. Remember, if there's anything happening within your community, please let us know. I'll take a short break.
I wash my hands to protect my family.
I wear a face covering to protect my mates.
I make space to protect my nan.
Hands.
Face.
Space.
I wash my hands to protect my colleagues.
I wear a face covering to protect strangers.
I make space to protect you.
Hands.
Face.
Space.
As we spend more time indoors, we need to do whatever we can to help protect each other. So please, wash hands, cover face, make space.
This is an appeal by Ben Television. It is time we support our own, especially in this diverse media world. Sadly, our community is most affected by COVID-19 more than any other group. We would like to address this with relevant information and programs. We need your help. Please donate generously so we can keep fighting our corner by producing programs and making our voices heard. Every pound counts. For more information, please visit bentelevision.com. Thank you.
Lady City Hotel Limited for confident hospitality.
Are you looking for an atmosphere of serenity, extreme comfort, class, and hospitality? Look no further, because R&A City Hotel Limited is a perfect choice. Tucked in the heart of Lagos to take you away from the everyday hustle and bustle of the city, bringing you to a state of total calm and bliss. Our facilities include exquisitely furnished rooms with 24-hour power supply, internet, swimming pool, standard gym, banquet hall, restaurant, and exotic bar. Located at number 2, Majek Udumi Street, off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Telephone 0807 666 6655. Or you can send an email to rnacityhotel@yahoo.com or visit our website www.rnacityhotel.com. RNA City Hotels Limited, for convenient hospitality.
City Hotel Limited, for convenient hospitality.
Welcome back. The lockdown was felt throughout society, more so with the elderly. Just a Little Help, in partnership with Morrison Thamesmead, organized a post-COVID day out with the elderly. And I must stress that this happened before the rule of 6.
I collaborated with Morrison's Community World to bring this to bear as one of our cardinal things that we do in Just a Little Help. We're helping on to the youth, to the elderly, to the vulnerables, and we'll collaborate with a whole lot of organizations.
My name is Rose Moisu Maketa. I'm the community champion here at Morrison's Thamesmead. Now, I know that name might not be familiar to a lot of people, but it's a slightly new, revamped name because Morrison's decided to take its corporate social responsibility very seriously and expand it in the community. So that's why my role has become very popular in the last few months, and I'm really excited about the role and looking forward to working with as many charities as possible in the community to try and improve lives of our community members and make Thamesmead a better place to live. Whatever little we can do to help support charities and people like yourselves to just make life a bit more comfortable in Thamesmead, that's what we're here to do. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys and welcome everyone. Please eat and drink. Morrison would just like to welcome you here today. Thank you very much. This is Joan, everyone, the operations manager here at Morrison's Thamesmead. She's been one of the driving forces behind this event. She's been so looking forward to getting elders out and about and coming to enjoy some time here at Morrison's. So a big thank you to Joan for helping us get this together.
Thank you, Joan.
No worries, thank you. Lovely to see you all, and it's just really nice that you've all come in with us here today. Really good to see you.
Great. You're welcome, sir.
Just a little help and all other organizations, they will still talk. We say thank you, we appreciate your effort. Ever from the beginning of the pandemic. Rose have been one of the facilitators that has been giving us food. The food we are giving out to people. She has been the brain behind Morrison for us.
Thank you.
She and Joe. So we really appreciate her. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. A real pleasure.
And on behalf of the Nigerian community all over the UK, I want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We've heard wonderful things about all you've done, all the hard work. We just want to say thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it and look forward to working with you guys.
Father, we thank you, we glorify you. Father, we know that you are here and you are here. I place everybody in this place under your throne. Father, take control of them in Jesus' name. Amen. There's so many elderly in this Thamesmead. We want to see more of them with good health and be able to do some exercises. Father, Lord God, as we gather here today, we gather here in happiness.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, Ma. My name is Sheyi Obadare. I'll be a bit of anchor for today's event. It's going to be short. But before I call on Just a Little Help, we've been hearing from a lot of speakers. But I'd just like to ask Mommy, why are you here today, Ma?
Just to come and meet with the older people and socialize with them.
I'm so happy to be here today, to be with my colleagues, my brothers, my sisters.
I'm Margaret Esielu from State. I came here because of my children are here.
My name is Sarah Habib. I'm here today to support Javan Foundation, and also in future I promise to bring more elderly people because I'm in an elderly care business. I was invited by the event to come and see what is happening, and I'm glad to see it. And I can assure you I will also support it.
It's Florence Magusi, the one that runs the organization called World of Hope. We thank God. We're all community champions, and I'm happy to meet Rose.
It is a pleasure being within the committee of people who feel concerned about the current situation, the surge of this pandemic. So we have to remember that introducing ourselves is not just for here today. The lady, when she was talking, she mentioned our greatest philosopher in the area of Christianity, that was Jesus Christ. And she did say that, well, in His name we will achieve, we will accomplish, we will succeed, and we will arrive at the right destination. Through what? Through unity, cooperation, and togetherness.
Adeshano, pleased to meet you, sister, brother, mother, son, and daughter.
My name is Christina Abosede Akinloye. Okay. And I'm here to support this foundation because I actually work with the elderly.
It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to see everybody here as well. This is what we want to see. I think the welfare of everybody in our community, male, female, old, young, kids, is paramount.
Good afternoon. My name is Teresa Egafuna. I am the founder of Deaf Not Dumb Foundation. During the coronavirus outbreak, a project came up which we were able and privileged to use our foundation platform to feed so many in Greenwich Borough.
Old people deserve medals. A medal of existence, which crowns their long-term victory against the cruelty of time and the dangers of the chaotic universe that we're living in. So each of you represents a century, a decade. Without much ado, can we go to the menu first and we do the games later, or can we do the games first?
No, let me eat.
Yes, okay. So we're gonna have light music and you start eating.
So we're going to start from the very beginning, which is a very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. And when you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. So we're going to do that.
A name I call myself, a long, long way to run. So a needle pulling thread, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dough.
We are so happy, and I wish them good health, long life, prosperity, and God will continue to be with them and guide them. And we are so happy for the elders today, dancing, enjoy ourselves. Thank you very much. God bless.
I enjoy the love and then the memory, jogging back into memory of about 30, 40 years ago is a great thing.
I'm from Ghana. I live at Bromstead. I came here because of the elderly meeting. I enjoy it.
dey hungry, my mother go run up and down. They find me something when I go walk. Sweet mother, oh, my sweet mother.
One of our elders said a lot of people were dying not because of COVID, but were dying because of loneliness. So we decided to pull back our December earlier so that we can take them out and celebrate them, not them doing anything to celebrate them. So we reached out to Morrison's and they were so kind and I said, listen, why not? Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Rose Maketa. I'm the community champion here at Morrison's Thamesmead. And I want to say a big thank you to all the charities that I've worked with today on this program. We know our elderly have been stuck at home for months on end since the pandemic and since they started shielding. So it was a great opportunity for us to get them out and get them to Morrison. So just have a day of socializing and just meeting other people and have some lunch on us. So
this is the beginning of a whole lot of things that we're doing for our elders in the community. Thank you, your community, your world. Thank you, event management. Thank you, Ben TV. Thank you, everyone that's been able to support us. Thank you, Morrison's. Thank you, Just a Little Help. Thank you, Deaf Not Dumb. Thank you, Javan Foundations. Thank you, Nigerian Community and NANC. Thank you for everyone.
It's always lovely to look out for elderly. If there's anything happening within your community, please do not hesitate to contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Our details are on the screen. If you want to watch this and all our previous episodes, please go to our YouTube channel, Your Community, Your World. And while you're at it, please do subscribe. I'd like to thank everyone who has contributed to today's program. My name is Shola Ladenika. Thank you all for watching, but please remember the rule of 6. It is our responsibility to halt the spread of this virus, and we can do that by simply washing our hands, remembering to put on our face coverings, and making space. I'll see you same time next week by God's grace. Bye for now.
Going from place to places, it's called the COVID-19, spreading its wings around the world. It's a must for us to keep good hygiene by washing our hands, keeping ourselves, keeping our environment clean. Oh, let's stay safe. Let's stay safe.
I wash my hands to protect my family.
I wear a face covering to protect my mates.
I make space to protect my nan.
Hands.
Face.
Space.
I wash my hands to protect my colleagues.
I wear a face covering to protect strangers.
I make space to protect you.
Hands.
Face.
Space.
As we spend more time indoors, we need to do whatever we can to help protect each other. So please, wash hands, cover face, make space.